Wonderful. We're talking here today with Robert Jeanbart of SunGard, and so I wanted to talk about market data and the market data industry. So what are some of the big changes and challenges you're seeing in this industry right at the moment?
I mean, that industry has been existing for so long. Changes have been, coming by waves. The most recent ones are probably related to the fact that, there are many things that are changing. First, there is a change in the way people use market data. They are, we're moving from single asset class to multiple asset classes. So now I think everybody goes on multiple asset classes. You seldom see people that are just in equities or in FX or in bonds. So it is really widening. That's the first thing we can say is happening. The second one is also the fact that this market data has been for a long time a privileged domain for the professionals. Market data today is more and more demanded by what we call non-professionals, retail people like you and I, who would like to see what the markets are doing, because financial markets impact our lives, whether financially or indirectly. So that has also been, so more asset classes, more people in terms of less and less professionals, and more people that can crunch it for reasons or another. But also, I think ultimately there is this ubiquity of market data in the sense that they need to have market data from wherever they are, but on whatever else in the world. So there is.
I was going to go into that when you talked about the expanding customer base for market data. The
exactly.
So, I mean, where does mobile come into this? Is there any strategy for mobile?
Well, mobile could have been a strategy. Today, it becomes a philosophy, a policy, a mandatory thing in life. If you don't have a mobile offering in your business, you're out of that business. Mm-hmm. And mobile does not restrict to PDAs and this kind of devices, but mobile means the information moves with the user wherever they go. So accessing information, the same information on a laptop, on a PDA device, from home, from a hotel, from wherever. So that is what is mobile. And so the information moves. But also you can be in Hong Kong, but you would like to know what's going on in New York. You would like to know what's going on in Brussels, in Prague, in Johannesburg. So that is a big change, mm-hmm. in the sense.
Do you think that that's almost the death knell for the terminal-based pricing structure, when you'll be able to get your data anywhere?
I would guess that this is the death of the terminal-based pricing and the real emergence of the user-based mm-hmm. pricing.
Okay.
By the way, that's going to be a big challenge for data source owners who charge some of them still charge by terminal and not by usage. Mm. Some American exchanges have been proactive on that, and they've invented that, what they call the MISO, the market data single source. So you can, if you are who you are and you access the same data from home, from the office, from the PDA, you pay just one fee. Some are still dragging their feet and they are behind and they're still charging you per device. Okay. That is completely passé.
Okay. I wanted to move on a little bit to the emerging markets. I mean, what are some of the challenges we're seeing there?
Emerging markets have this specificity of magnifying what established markets have known. In a way, in established markets, cost is a big challenge. It's a big problem. Consistency, quality of data, and volumes of data. Now, in an emerging situation, these become far more acute, because emerging market means people do not have all the, first of all the funds, all the money is not there to invest. Then there's a big wave hitting in terms of demand, the supply is not there. I can give you an example of an emerging situation which is not affecting an emerging market, far from there, Switzerland, where 5 years ago every single large bank failed miserably on creating what we call an online retail banking solution. Because the Swiss, established practices is to go and see the advisor, to go to the bank, to do business on a traditional basis. We've seen in the last 5 years a big emergence of that trend, and now people are rushing into it. So the emerging market situation is people have to be ready when things happen, when the demand appears, to be ready for the supply. That is the big challenge. And make sure that the supply is rightly priced, quality-wise is impeccable, and that it can cope with the sheer volume that is going to flow.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.